The next instrument up is going to be the bones. Bones are a very, very nice instrument that gives a very high pitch tapping sound, similar to the tap dancing or Irish dancing or clogging. This is a tradition that I learned myself from a great Irish percussionist like Tommy Hayes, the great, and Robbie Harris, are great Irish percussionist bar players. And I took it my way a little bit, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, the playing of the bones, it's very different from any other instrument. You just need to practice a little bit on the new movements, and then you can do anything you want. Okay, first of all, you can use, traditionally they used, bones like ribs after a nice meal, you dry and clean them, and you just grab two nice pieces of a steak and use it. For more vegetarian or vegan people, there's plastic bones or wood bones. You can buy it in any good folk instrument, musical instrument store. Okay, we're going to use these two bones. They're actually polished, so they're very comfortable. Each different bone is going to give you a different sound. Okay, the technique is very different. First of all, we're going to grab the first bone. We're going to grab it between our thumb and our index finger. Okay, for whoever plays a drum set in a traditional way, it reminds us a little bit of a traditional technique of the snare. Okay, like the army. Okay, we're going to grab it like this. Okay, the way we're going to play, we're not going to be banging with the bones. We're actually going to rotate our hand with it. So we're going to practice this with the first bone. It's going to be more or less the 3/4 up the thumb. We have 3/4 up here and a quarter of the stick here. And basically, we're going to play it in a rotary motion. It reminds me of like if you have a hand fan, and you try and make some wind. Actually, I'm feeling some wind from the bone. If you're doing this, you're feeling some wind, you're doing the right motion. Okay, now we're gonna grab the second bone. These are a little bit, they have a bit of a round angle. Okay, so I'm gonna use the round angle outwards. So they're gonna meet sort of like outwards. We're gonna put one between the ring finger and the middle finger right here. This is going to be a little bit like 2/3 up. Okay, so here in the front they're basically meeting. It looks a little bit like chopsticks in a very awkward fashion. Okay, as we have it like this, I'm gonna close a little bit so they don't fall. I'm basically closing with my index and middle finger. I'm closing with my ring finger, the bottom one. Okay, this is the position. Once we have this position, we are just gonna rotate as we did here with the fan. As we're rotating, the bottom one should be a little bit loose and this should be a little bit tight. As we're rotating the bones, the bottom one is sort of loose and it's moving forward and back. As it's moving forward and back, we're going to get sometimes like a triplet happening there. Okay, basically what we're going to try and do is just to get this position working. Once it works, we're going to do like a complete angle. It reminds me a lot of a car when it's windows getting cleaned. We have to use that motion completely. And if we do it completely, we'll hopefully get a triple stroke there. Okay, once we get this, then you can start playing with it. You can do a few stronger strokes, play back. This is great for reels, jigs, obviously Irish music, folk music, bluegrass, and any creative thing you want to use it for. So we're gonna see a bit of a performance with the bones, maybe with two pairs of bones, one held in the left hand, one in the right hand, and hopefully it will give you some ideas of how to use it. Just be very patient, try and work a little bit, a few days on this actual movement until it works, okay? And remember, it's not striking, it's not small, it has to be completely all the way as your wrist can go, okay? So enjoy the next performance, and hopefully you get some nice rhythmic ideas.